Hello there, my name is Vinny Voodoo, and in this video we're going to be answering some of the questions that no one's asked about Warzone 2. So why don't we just get into it straight away? Right off the bat, we have three questions rolled sort of into one, and that is, when is Warzone 2 coming out? Will it be free? And do you need to buy Modern Warfare 2 to enjoy Warzone 2? And the answers to that is, when is it coming out? November 16th. And I happen to know that because of the basis of the Battle Pass being 68 days and 6 hours, which from the time of making this video will make it November 16th. So it'll be on then, or maybe a couple of days after the middle of November when Warzone 2 comes out. Will it be free? Yes! Of course it will. Warzone 1 was free, and the way that the game is supported is by people buying things on the store or buying the Battle Pass. You can't pay to win technically in this game, but you can pay to get your gun up faster than simply using it and grinding through. So if you do that, then you're effectively supporting the game, and boy, it makes a lot of money that way. But it will still be free, and there's no advantage really to buying anything in the game other than cosmetics and also advancing you slightly faster. So that's that. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, the next question is sort of answered in the previous question, and is that, will there be a Battle Pass in Warzone 2? And is it going to be the same as Modern Warfare 2? Well, obviously, yes, there has to be a Battle Pass in it because it's a staple of the game, and it's also how the game's partially supported financially. Yes, it will be the same as Modern Warfare 2. In fact, we can sort of glean that by the advertising that's been done for Modern Warfare 2, where they talk about advancing the Battle Pass by buying the Vault Edition of the game, and that'll give you 50 skips in the Battle Pass, which won't come out when Modern Warfare 2 comes out. So what I think is going to happen, and this is just a prediction on my part, is the Battle Passes will be the same on both Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, and they will start at the same time, which is at the release of Warzone 2, which, as I said before, is in the middle of November. So for a short while, if you buy Modern Warfare 2, you may not have a working Battle Pass. Again, this is just a guess on my part, but I think it's safe to say, yes, it will have a Battle Pass, and yes, it will be the same as Modern Warfare 2's Battle Pass. Here's a quick question. Will Warzone 2 have Plunder? And the answer is, we don't know. Probably. Right, moving on to the next question. Now, talking of the Battle Pass, one of the most controversial moves that they've done, that is they being Activision, is introduce the clan tier in the Battle Pass. Now, if you're unfamiliar with clan tier, it's an item that's in the Battle Pass that has the words clan tier above it, and I'll whiz on here and show you there's a watch there with clan tier. Now, the only way to get that item, even if you buy the Battle Pass and do it, is to actually join a clan, and the only way to join a clan is to buy Vanguard or have someone loan it to you, install it, join a clan, and then you'll get that item on the Battle Pass. It's a complete and utter scam, very controversial, and the question is, will the new Battle Pass in Warzone 2 have a clan tier that forces you to buy Modern Warfare 2, or at least, you know, pushes you towards it? The answer is probably. Unfortunately, yes. I think this is a marketing technique that they are going to employ in the Battle Pass for Warzone 2. I guess we'll find out when it comes out, but my prediction is yes, it's going to have it, and it's a total bitch. Now, the single most controversial thing that's ever happened to Warzone was the lack of field of view slider. Vanguard had a field of view slider even on older generations of consoles. The game Warzone, as we currently know it, does not have an FOV slider on consoles, regardless of whether you're on current gen or last gen. Now, they announced originally that Warzone 2 would only be on current gen, PS5 and Xbox Series and up. But unfortunately, a couple of months ago, they said no, it will be released. That is, Warzone 2 will be released on the older generation, Xbox One and PS4 and up. This will severely limit the graphic fidelity of this game, and it will obviously lead to the older gen not having a field of view slider. Does that mean the current gen will not have it? I've got a feeling it won't, because they're going to claim it will give you an unfair advantage. By releasing this game on the older generation, they are stifling its creativity and possibility in terms of its visuals and also its technical aspects. But I've got a feeling there will be no FOV slider on Warzone 2. Let's hope there is. Another interesting question that no one seems to be asking or answering is, will CP carry over from Warzone 1 to Warzone 2? And the answer to that is yes, because CP is not game dependent. It's part of your Activision account, and in case you're not sure what CP is, it's your COD points, and you buy them with real money or earn them in game, and then use them to spend in the store or on the Battle Pass. You can use them in any of the Call of Duty current games, such as Modern Warfare 2019, Black Ops and Vanguard. So it's not dependent on Warzone. So there's no doubt in my mind that your CP, if you've got any, when you fire up Warzone 2, will be there waiting for you, ready to spend on the new game. Now, it's possible to create a new in-game currency for Warzone 2, but it's very, very unlikely. So I can say with a certain degree of certainty, your CP will carry over. Don't spend it on this game, spend it on the new one. And finally, as we come to the end of this little list of questions, the answer I've been looking for and I haven't been able to find to the question of whether or not Warzone 1 will continue to operate after Warzone 2 comes out. Now, the general feeling is it will, and they've sort of hinted towards that. It'll probably be renamed to Warzone Legacy, and Warzone 2 will be renamed to Warzone, and we'll see what happens there. But since the new Warzone will play on the older generation, why would you play the old one? Probably because you've spent a lot of money on bundles and you want to keep them, and they aren't going over to Warzone 2. Unlike the CP, your bundles will stay with Warzone 1 and die when the game servers are switched off, which in my opinion will be within about 3 months of the release of Warzone 2. I think everyone's going to jump ship to Warzone 2 the moment it comes out, and there'll be no financial reason for them to keep the servers running on the old game for too long. Time will tell. And thank you so much for watching this video and listening to this list. If you've got any questions I haven't answered, leave me a comment and I'll try my best to research it and give you an answer then. I guess final set of questions could be, is there going to be anything new in Warzone 2? Obviously there's going to be a new map, there'll be new weapons and so on and so forth, but is there going to be anything new and exciting? Are there going to be tanks, wingsuits, and stuff we haven't seen before? Probably not, unfortunately. Having seen a lot of the footage of Modern Warfare 2's Team Deathmatch, it's the same game. It's the same game that they've always released, and they're probably not going to stray away too far from it, because when they do, they mess it up when you end up with being able to wall jump and fly and stuff like that. No, you're not going to be able to do any of that. Wingsuits likely, tanks not, and the rest of the game will probably play more or less exactly the same as Warzone 1. It'll just look a little prettier. At least that's my thoughts anyway. Like I say, leave me a comment if I haven't answered anything you have a question for. And in the meantime, thanks for watching. My name's Vinny Voodoo, and I'll talk to you soon.